What is up, YouTube? Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. So today I'm bringing you guys another recipe video. We're making some chocolate protein Pizookie. Yeah, Pizookie. So it's a pizza and a cookie combined, but without the added mozzarella cheese and the sauce with the pizza. It's just a chocolate pizza dessert. It's gonna be so good. So it only consists of about 5 ingredients, and that's it. And then the macros are just solid. So without further ado, let's get this party started. Alright, so before we get into the ingredients, we gotta preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Alright, so for this recipe, we're gonna need 1 scoop of any kind of chocolate protein powder. I'm using the Sun Warrior Blend, plant-based. You're gonna need 25 grams of protein powder, 1 scoop. And then you're gonna need some chocolate chips. I'm using this dairy-free Chocolate Dream semi-sweet bacon chips. About 30 grams of this, so that comes to about like 2 tablespoons. Let me just make sure. Yep, 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips. And then you're gonna need 8 grams of cocoa powder. I'm using this organic Viva Labs organic cocoa powder. So you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of this. And then you're gonna need like 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I'm using this baking powder double action. And then you're gonna need a little bit of cinnamon. This is optional. You don't have to put cinnamon in. I'm gonna put cinnamon in because cinnamon makes everything better, so I'm gonna put that in. And then you're also gonna need some organic sugar, it doesn't even have to be organic. I'm using this organic sugar in the raw. You're gonna need 2 teaspoons of this. This is optional as well. You don't have to put this in. I just like the sweet taste of this, so I'm gonna put this in. And then you're gonna need about 150 grams of pumpkin. And then you're gonna need 150 grams of egg whites. I'm using this Eggland's Best egg whites. All right, first thing I'm doing is getting a large bowl and putting it on top of my scale. I'm gonna push start so I can put in my chocolate protein first. So we're gonna need 25 grams of chocolate protein powder. Here we go. On the first try, that never happens. Then we're gonna need 8 grams of cocoa powder. There we go. That's 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Oh my god. It's like a chocolate smoke bomb. Alright, we're good. And then we'll put in all the dry ingredients first, and then we'll put in the wet ingredients. So we're gonna need 30 grams of chocolate chips. Then we're gonna need about 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I don't think I'm gonna have 1 tablespoon, so I'm just gonna put in a half a teaspoon. We're gonna need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So yeah, I'm putting in a half. You only need like a pinch of baking powder. You don't need that much. So then we're gonna need a pinch of cinnamon. Just a pinch. There we go, that's about a pinch right there. Then we're gonna put in the wet ingredients. So we're gonna need 150 grams of egg whites. There we go. 150 grams of pure pumpkin. Don't even think I'll have enough, so. Alright, that's 103 grams of pumpkin, so I do not have enough of pumpkin to put 150, so we're just gonna, I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, so we're just gonna put 100 grams of pumpkin. Don't forget, I'm gonna change that on my macro right now, so I don't give you guys the wrong macros on this. And there we go. And then we are gonna need, pretty sure that's it. Nope, oh yeah, sugar in the raw. We need some sugar in the raw. So we need about 8 grams of this, 2 servings. Alright, that's way too much sugar. It came out fast. Alright, it's lost. It's already in the bottom. I can't get it when it starts sinking in. It's gone. Alright. Okay, this is gonna be really sweet because I got about 4 servings of sugar in this. Very sweet. Okay. Alright, then we're gonna need a spatula or any sort of whisk. I'm using this whisk right here. Then we're gonna just stir it all up. Stir it all up. There we go. Should I get that protein powder on the sides? Alright. Alright, so I got this glass circular dish that I'm gonna put it in. First, I'm gonna spray it with some olive oil spray, so you're gonna need this as well. There we go. We're gonna use a spoon to get all this batter out. All right, here we go. Put it in the oven for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna be checking it at 12 minutes. So I'll check back with you guys in 15 minutes. All right, guys, so after 12 minutes, this thing looks amazing. Amazing right here. Wow. That is a big cookie. That is a big cookie. I wish you guys could smell this right now. It smells so good. All right, we gotta put the toothpick in to make sure it is all set. And it's not. Nope, it's not done yet, guys. Another 3 minutes or so. So I was right on the first time. We gotta put it in for 15 minutes. All right, it's going back in the oven. Back in the oven she goes. Sarah, can you open the oven up? Thank you. And close her up. Little 5 minutes or so. All right, while we wait for it to cook a little bit more, I'm gonna show you guys the toppings I'm gonna be putting on it. So I'm gonna be putting on some Halo Top sea salt caramel, 320 calories per pint. This is one of the higher calorie ones, the options that they have, but this, I haven't had this kind before, and I just wanted to try it. So it has 2 grams of fat, 15 grams of carbohydrates, and 5 grams of protein per serving. So there's about 8 grams of fat, 60 grams of carbohydrates, and then 20 grams of protein for the whole pint. I'm gonna be putting the whole pint on it. And then I'm gonna be putting on some Walden Farms maple syrup, which has 0 calories. All right, it's got 23 seconds left, so we're taking it out right now. All right, let's see. It's a toothpick. All right, it is done. It is finally done. So we're gonna wait for this to cool down before we start eating it. That's the oven right there. This is gonna be the longest wait because I'm just so excited to eat this. Okay, all right. How good does that look? So we waited about like 10 minutes for this to cool down. That was like the longest 10 minutes of my life because the smell is just amazing. It smells so good. So we're gonna take a bite of this. We're just gonna do it without the toppings first, and then I'm gonna show you guys the macros for this and this alone, and then we're gonna add the toppings. So I'm gonna get the middle of it because then I don't ruin my thumbnail pic with the toppings on top. So right in the middle. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna try this out. That's good. That is really, really good. Wow, I don't even need topping on it, but we're gonna put the topping on it because it's just gonna make it so much better. So for this whole thing, the macros are 38 grams of protein, 55 grams of carbs, and then 10 grams of fat. So you could always lower your the carbs for this by taking out the chocolate chips. The chocolate chips is the majority of the carbs for this recipe. It has like 20 grams of carbs for 2 servings of chocolate chips. So that takes out a bunch. And then the sugar is about 16 grams of carbs, because I put in way too much sugar. So you can even take out all the sugar altogether, or you can put in 2 tablespoons of sugar, which the recipe calls for, which I did not because I just pour it out. So that's what takes out the majority. And then the pumpkin, I only put in 100 grams. So that's like 9 grams of carbs, but you need the pumpkin in the recipe. 150 grams of pumpkin would make this. I don't think that made much of a difference that I only put in 100 grams of pumpkin. But yeah, you can take out the chocolate chips, take out the sugar, and then yeah, less carbs. So without the carbs, it would be like about like 20 grams of carbs, and that's it for this whole recipe, and 38 grams of protein, which is a ton of protein for this chocolate dessert right here. And then the fat, you can lower it a lot by taking out the chocolate chips. So yeah, now it's time to add the toppings. Put on that Halo Top ice cream. This has been thawing out for so long now. It's a lot better when it's thawed out. Oh yeah, look how good that looks. And we're gonna add on the Walden Farms maple syrup. Yum! That looks amazing. All right, we're gonna try this out before the ice cream starts to melt on me because it's already starting. I'll give you guys a closer look of this masterpiece. Oh, it's coming off the sides, but look at that. Wow, what? All right, here we go. sure I get a bunch of ice cream in it. Alright. First bite. Not first bite, second bite. First bite with ice cream. Wow. So good. Need another bite to really get my really full reaction of this amazing recipe right here. Oh my gosh. Alright, we gotta put this down before I eat the whole thing. Alright, the Halo Top just makes it 10 times more delicious. So good. Wow. This recipe is perfect for you to just savor your sweet tooth and just have like an awesome treat, which is low in calories too. So the Halo Top included, it has, let me just add this to meal 2. It has 58 grams of protein, 115 grams of carbs, and then 18 grams of fat. So carbs went up substantially and the fat went up a lot too. So just from that Halo Top. So without the Halo Top, perfect treat. With the Halo Top, so much more better treat, but but you're adding on the calories. So I'm gonna eat this whole thing. The whole thing is 858 calories. You might be thinking how I can just eat that whole thing. Well, I saved my calories for this meal, so I didn't eat. This is my first meal of the day, so I'm just eating this for my first meal. So yeah, we're gonna call this the end of the video, the end of the recipe video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Quote of the day is, trust yourself, you know more than you think you do. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.